Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Suhei with Suhei Plans, and today I am bringing you a complete mid-year review of my planning and journaling system. I'm going to be splitting up this video into 4 sections. The first, what's totally out. The second, what's still going. The third, what's brand new. And the fourth is what I've substituted. So that's how I'm gonna break down this review of 2024 as we reach the half mark of the year. So let's jump right in and get started with what's totally out. Now I have a lot of stuff here, so I'm gonna try to move things aside. And this giant stack is casting a major shadow. So let me just move this over really quickly. All right, and now let's start with, this is what's totally out. I've got a lot going on here. The Hobonichi 2024 Day Free A6 is totally out. Initially, I wanted to use this for project planning, but the pages were just too small and that felt very restrictive. So that's not going to work out. But it's something that I'm going to, with a lot of these, I'm glad it's something that I experimented with and that I'm going to save in my collection so that if I ever have new ideas, I'll have the planner available to refer to. So not in the garbage per se, but no longer in my system for 2024. I was using this B6 Slim Midori to do like a line a day, but I kind of gave up on that really early on. I think I'll probably tear out the paper and use it for scrap. So again, not going to the garbage, but nice to have. And now I know what B Slim feels like, so I think that's also handy. The Paper Test Designs Yearly Notebook did not work out, as well as the Sterling Ink B6. I just think that the size doesn't work for me for planning. It's still a possibility for journaling down the road, but for planning, it was just too square of a size for me. So those are out. This is kind of a sad one to let go, and there's nothing, I have no real bad things to say. This is the Sterling Ink Common Planner in the N1, and I think it really was just a matter of not having enough daily pages, but not wanting a big fat book. So that's out. And finally, and I didn't really have much of a purpose for this anyway, but the Sterling Ink TN booklets never quite worked for any of my functions. These were kind of just like a purchase before I realized the Common Planner was coming out in TN size. So that was kind of doomed to fail from the start, but yeah, it really didn't work out and I couldn't figure out another way to make it work. And those are all the things that are out. Things that I kind of just got tired, didn't work for my needs, etc. So goodbye. And again, I think it's still handy that these things are in my collection if I ever need to refer to these planners for something I might want to do with them down the line. All right, let's talk about what's still going. And this is probably the largest stack that I'm reviewing today, which is actually really exciting, right? So still going, my kids' 5-year diaries in the Sterling Ink. Still going strong in these. Enjoying this very much. This is going great. B6 was a great size for this. Going strong. Absolutely loving this project. All right. Oops, sorry about that, y'all. Next in the still going category is my memory journal. I'm using TN sized inserts for memory keeping. I think the biggest change with this is that I swapped out my Prada TN cover for a regular cover. I had the olive TN housing these inserts, but now I just swapped it out for the Prada. But this is going strong and very much enjoying this process. Yeah, so that's going really well. Next, we have my Hobonichi A5 Hone. This is also going really good for me as a journal. I think I'm going to make some changes for 2025, but the journaling daily is working well, and I am going to finish this out for the year. Definitely dedicated to doing that. Okay. Next up is my half letter work planner, also going well. I'm not a very fussy planner when it comes to work related things, and discs was just a perfect choice in my opinion for my work needs. So that's going strong, and I'm confident that I'll finish out the year in half letter discs. 2025, I don't know for work. We'll see. All right. Still going strong is my Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets. I think because I'm using this planner as a roadmap, the roadmap is not going to change very often. I set certain goals for the year that maybe have been slightly tweaked, but I was pretty sure about what I wanted to work on for this year. So I'm in here, I'm making updates. I am actively working in this month in and month out. So that's working really, really, really well for me. And that is everything that's still going, which I think is pretty darn good, considering how much turmoil I've had. All right, so let's talk about the substitutions. These are planners that I'm subbing out, and let me bring out the substitution and show you how I'm subbing it, so to speak. All right, so let's start with the Common Planner. I mentioned that the Common Planner didn't have enough daily pages for me, but I hated the bulkiness of the full. So I've jumped into personal rings instead. I have found that this page works really well for daily inserts, and because it's rings, I don't have to live with all 365 daily inserts in here. What I do is at the end of each month, I'll take out the dailies and I'll replace a fresh 30 page or 30 sheets worth for the next month, and I eliminate all of that bulk, and I don't need the bulky full year Common Planner. And I've gotten a lot of other really positive benefits from personal rings. You know, I can have all kinds of other things in here related to my goals, tracking, project planner, notes, perpetual calendar, a lot of things that personalize my planning that I couldn't quite do in a bound planner. So that's been going really, really well, and I'm excited about this substitution, and I really do see myself continuing in personal rings for 2025. All right. So then the other substitute is the Laurel Denise planner that I'm using in replacement of the front pages in the Hobonichi Hone. So I was using the weeks and the monthly calendars to track goals, which goals I've made progress on, spending goals, habits, all of that tracking I was doing here. And then I was doing daily intention setting in the weeks. I think the monthly was okay, but the weeks weren't quite working for me. So I'm going to replace this front end of the Hone with the Laurel Denise planner. And I have an entire video on YouTube dedicated to explaining how those two things can transition. But I'm excited for substituting those front end pages for this planner. And those are the substitutions. So I've shown you guys what's out, what's still going, what I'm swapping around, and then let's talk about the one new planner. Technically new, because there were some substitutions that are new, but so then brand new edition is I'm using the Mom Agenda and the Home Office Edition as a family planner for my household. I also have an entire dedicated video to this on YouTube explaining how I'm planning to use it. But I just think that my family could really benefit from having everything that's going on visible to everyone in one book that sits beautifully on my counter. So this is something that I haven't ever done before. It's brand new to my system. And I probably won't be showing this so much on YouTube or social media because it is related to my entire family and there is some privacy for us to keep in mind there. But this is something that I haven't tried before that I'm really excited to try. So all that behemoth is the new, the old, the substitutes, keeping, letting go. I I told myself that I wasn't going to go hard on planners this year and I was going to stick to a couple of things, and things just did not work out that way. If anything, I think I was more curious than ever about different planning system and different things that were out there. So that completely backfired, but I think that's okay. I had a lot of fun experimenting. I think I have a lot of things in my drawer to refer to for when I am interested in changing things up, or if I have an idea for how to use a new planner, like a new idea for planning, but I want to find a planner to fit it. I have a ton of things in my collection that I can refer to, which I think is really, really handy. And it's been wonderful sharing it with all of you guys. So this is everything and how 2024 has gone down so far. And I'm really hoping to stay consistent for the second half of 2024. But we shall see. We're in summertime and it's just a great time to explore and pivot and rethink some things. Hold on a second, y'all. I just saw something on my counter that I forgot to mention. Another thing that's still going is I'm using an A6 Hobonichi notebook for media journaling. I didn't start this at the very beginning of the year, but I've decided to stick this one out for the remainder of 2024. I'm really enjoying working in this. I love movies and books, so this is a great hobby for me. So that's another one that's still going. Wow, okay, I'm sorry about that, y'all. Now this is really everything. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. I'm hoping to do a flip of my personal rings really soon because I'm feeling really good about where it's at. So stay tuned for that video coming up soon. Thanks, everybody, and have a great day. Best of luck to you in what's left of 2024 with your system. Bye, y'all. I'll see you in the next one.